Hi guys, welcome to Talk GCSE, and today I'm going to talk about the three witches. Now, when we do Macbeth for GCSEs, if we get questions about Macbeth and Lady Macbeth, we are pretty happy because we've learned so much about their characters, about the quotations that they've said, about the dialogues, everything. But when it comes to the three witches, we don't do enough revision. Before I go on talking about the three witches, my request to you guys is please do subscribe to my channel. It allows me to make more videos which are useful for you guys for your GCSEs. Now, the witches open the play in Act 1, Scene 1. Now, this is very important. Shakespeare deliberately introduces them before we even meet Macbeth. Immediately, the audience knows that this is going to be a play about disorder and supernatural. It creates, so they are there to create an atmosphere of chaos, the thunder, the lightning, the line fair is foul, foul is fair. Introduces the theme of appearance versus reality. Now, things are not what they seem. Now, are the witches controlling Macbeth, or are they simply revealing his inner desires? We don't know at the moment. That's where the theme of fate versus free will comes in. The witches are only there to give the prophecies. They haven't forced Macbeth to act. So that's the whole idea of the whole play. They only are there to plant the idea. His ambition actually does the rest of the work. So their function is not to push Macbeth to do anything. Their function is to trigger Macbeth's ambition. As long as we understand that as GCSE students, that but the witches don't physically do anything to Macbeth, like don't hallucinate him, don't make him do things. No, they trigger Macbeth's ambition. They represent evil and temptation. They symbolize disorder in Scotland. They're not just random characters, they drive the entire tragedy. Now, this one here, you may need to pause the video, please, and write these down because they're very important. So when we in Act 1, the witches greet Macbeth with three titles: Thane of Glamis, Thane of Cawdor, and the future king. The first is already true, the second quickly becomes true, that builds the trust. Once two prophecies come true, Macbeth begins to believe the third one must also come true. Then there's Banquo's prophecy that he will not be king, but his descendants will be kings. This creates a lot of insecurity in Macbeth. Now fast forward to Act 4, Macbeth actively seeks the witches. This shows how far he has fallen. Now this time they show him three apparitions. The warning about to be beware of Macduff. No man born of a woman can harm him, and he will not fall until the Birnam wood moves. Now we need to ensure that we annotate and understand these three prophecies quite in detail. These prophecies give Macbeth false confidence, and they are technically true, but they are misleading. So Shakespeare uses a thing called equivocation, which means half-truths. So if we use that term to explain the answer or embed that term in our essay-style questions, that's very good, because the examiner knows that you understand that Shakespeare uses equivocation, which are half-truths by the witches, to show how dangerous ambition and overconfidence can actually be. Another thing that we need to know about is that Shakespeare makes the witches deliberately look unsettling. Now, Banquo says they look like women that have beards, or this makes them unnatural and disturbing. They don't fit the normal categories, and that reflects the theme of disorder. They're linked with thunder and storm. In the first act, you'll see it says lightning, thunder, and rain. Now, in Shakespeare time, bad weather symbolized chaos and evil. It's also an example of pathetic fallacy in language technique. Their speech is also different. Most characters speak in blank verse. The witches use rhyming words. It's like chant-like rhythm. This makes them sound spell-like and hypnotic. They also use paradoxes. Paradoxes are words that are confusing, that don't make sense. They're self-contradictory. Like fair is foul, foul is fair. This confuses meanings and reflect the moral confusion of the play. Their appearance and language both reinforces the supernatural theme, and we need to write all of this down. Now, their relationship with Hecate is the goddess of witchcraft. Now, she appears very briefly in Act 3, Scene 5. She's angry with the witches, acted without her permission. She says they will use illusions to trick Macbeth further. This reinforces the idea that they are naughty. Now, we're not going to use that term, but I'm just explaining it to you. This reinforces the idea that Macbeth is being manipulated, but also he chooses to believe that he wants to hear these things. The witches appear 4 times in total. Notice that they disappear before Macbeth's downfall, because once the chaos is fully unleashed, they are no longer needed. It's almost as if they light the spark and Macbeth burns everything down himself. By the end of the play, we need to be sure that the destruction is actually human, not supernatural, but they light that spark in Macbeth. That's the key interpretation, that the witches represent temptation, but Macbeth represents choice. So it's his choice to take their words so seriously, technically. If you found this useful, guys, please don't forget to give me a follow, and you can replay the video, obviously make your notes on it, do your in-depth research, and good luck for your GCSEs.